Okay, I'm going to just go ahead and say it. I told Marty, I tell her the things that I need to be safe with. Like, it's hard sometimes knowing, hearing, going through this because you feel like nobody's going to believe the things coming out. So you need someone safe to kind of let it land with first. I don't know how to explain that. But anyway, I'm really understanding more and more about these angels, the ranks, the systems, how they work. And I think I've put something together. And this is why you see things like pyramids, all-seeing eyes, even the apron, the Masonic apron resembles a pharaoh's apron. It even has palm trees like Egyptian times. But I believe secret societies, including fraternities and sororities, are a way to sort out and put people into places they will be more pliable. Let me show you. So, for instance, I think places like the Masons, Illuminatis, things like that, I think the reason they're so secretive, why the pyramid, all seeing eye, all that stuff, you've heard tell of rituals, the 33 thing, if you don't know numbers 33. Anyway, I believe this is very speculative, but I believe they facilitate a cover for fallen angels to try to reproduce Nephilim. Here's what you need to understand. I believe that when they create Nephilim, they don't always even tell the people. Sometimes that baby's taken and given to foster, whatever. You got to remember, there's watchers. They probably create the Nephilim or the hybrid, which is a human angel hybrid, and they sit back and wait. That person doesn't know what they are, but they wait till a very specific time, and then the next society engages, like a fraternity, a sorority. That gets a hold of you, gets the hooks in, gets you familiar with that world, making covenants, sisterhood, brotherhood instead of God. And it also helps them keep tabs on you. That's why every president comes from college, fraternities, secret societies, skull and bones, all that stuff. They got to make sure that whoever fills that seat is going to go with what is already put in place. And I'm not talking about right and left and politics. I'm talking about things that transcend civilizations, the way that the principalities govern, because that's a principality. They ensure that they put the people in the seats that they want. This isn't about government. This is about governors, spiritual governors. And they work through a network of secret societies, Masons, da 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 da. I believe a Nephilim is created, and they may not even use that. Okay, so a fallen angel and a human is mates and creates a Nephilim, which is a hybrid. They may not even take the hybrid. Maybe that hybrid gave their life to Jesus and didn't turn out the way they wanted, wasn't a good contender, but maybe that hybrid had a child, and now they've got one that's 25% angel, and maybe that one is prime. So they sit back and watch the watchers and wait for that prime thing, and as long as it's got a little bit, they can work with it if they're pliable enough. But I believe that these things help identify, help facilitate, help categorize, help protect that whole world. And I believe that's why you'll never get Epstein. It shows you that network. I believe that. So, Yes, there are those of us that have that in our blood. Some more than others, some's diluted. Does that mean that you're evil? No. If you have a soul, you're redeemable. And nobody can decide your eternity except you. Nobody except you. Um, but those that have that in their blood are more susceptible to things. You might be more spiritually inclined. You may be a seer or a watchman, or and the choices you make determine whether you end up using your gifts for good or bad. Because remember, angels at their core are just angels. Even the bad ones are angels that God created, that we're all in heaven with Him. So you decide if you want to go with God or go with Him. It's up to you. But these secret societies and things like that, they are the keepers of these secrets, and they watch those, like the Rosicrucians and the Knights Templars and Illuminatis, and what else is there? All that stuff. It's guardians of bloodlines. The Da Vinci Code's right, but it's not Jesus. It's fallen angels. It's guardians of bloodlines, but not Jesus's bloodline. That's heresy. Don't go there. It's fallen angels' bloodlines. That's where you're at. Okay? But anyway, love you, mean it. And I love my life. I would never. Just so I love my life, I would never. I love Lord, love my life, I would never. Okay, just making sure.